Is This Thing On is surprisingly directed by Bradley Cooper. I have not enjoyed any of his work so far. I got the chance to finally watch this movie yesterday. I know I'm late to this because it's been out for ages in America and it's just come out in Australia. In fact, it's not even out in Australia yet. I got an advanced screening. That's how late we get things sometimes. As their marriage quietly unravels, Alex, played by Will Arnett, faces middle age and an impending divorce, seeking new purpose in the New York comedy scene, while Tess, played by Laura Dern, confronts the sacrifices she made for their family, forcing them to navigate co-parenting, identity, and whether love can take a new form. There's a lot to love about this, and I'd just really like to talk about it. First of all, I think for what it wants to accomplish, it does it perfectly. How it represented certain tones was perfect, and there were tonal shifts that were appropriate throughout. It's a rom-com, I think, at its finest. It balances romance really well, it balances comedy really well. Obviously when you have, some of the Smartless squad in here, the comedy is always going to be on point. I love it when people known for comedy in film do something like a drama or something really serious, like Ben Stiller with Severance, Jason Bateman with Ozark, Adam Sandler with Punch Drunk Love, and now Will Arnett is joining this cast. Of course, Will Arnett has done great as BoJack Horseman, but this is the first physical performance I've seen him in. So he does absolutely great in this. He also balances tone really well, as does Laura Dern. They both play their characters extremely well. This film is very well shot, I would say, and extremely well edited. The editing was great, and you could tell that there was thought put behind how the screen would be viewed by the audience to represent emotions or feelings or tone. But when you're in this comedy club and it's Will Arnett's first time up there, really the only reason why he's up there is to avoid a fee to get into the bar, and you can tell because he's making pretty bad jokes. It's pretty awkward, and the camera work, the cinematography is also super awkward. There's super long takes of him trying to tell these jokes, and he's fumbling and stuttering, and the camera is so close up to his face, there's no room, it's claustrophobic. Later on, as he gets better and better and better at comedy, the camera sort of relaxes, it takes a few steps back, the editing is more smooth. Him finding that flow, and then the editing also following that flow is also, it's just really cool. A very subtle way to express feelings, but I think it works, it pays off. Laura Dern gave a pretty good performance. She has never really wowed me as an actress. Obviously, she has an iconic character in Jurassic Park, and she was alright in I Am Sam, Sam I Am, whatever the heck that Sean Penn movie was.
It's a wonderful choice. It's a wonderful choice.
This isn't really another standout, but I think she did a good job. I think she understood her character, and she definitely delivered a overlying presence of motherhood as well. I actually think Bradley Cooper did a pretty good job acting. He didn't overact his role like he's very well known to do. Andra Day as well, super funny. The whole cast was just bouncing off each other in such a hilarious ways. Obviously seeing Sean Hayes in there as well, some of the Smartless guys. When it comes down to serious moments, there are moments where Will Arnett shows emotion. It's great, he handles it well. The dynamic between Laura Dern and Will Arnett is fantastic. They did such a great job together. The marriage at times, or the relationship, genuinely feels stiff, and there are moments when you feel it re-spark. And I think that both Will Arnett and Laura Dern bring so much to that feeling. The lighting was fantastic at times. Some scenes transcended others, especially in the comedy club. Both the lighting and the use of color were really good. Having these lights on Will Arnett's face and the dimness of the crowd, it all seemed very natural. There was a pretty huge tonal shift, I'd say, at the start of Act 3. It was getting towards the end of the film, and up until this point it's all following Will Arnett, how he's handling the relationship splitting apart, how Laura Dern is managing the kids, seeing their father, who she thinks is not a very good model at the time. And then there's this huge block of the movie where these other themes that have been brought up just get ignored for a small while. It obviously leads up to something, but I just feel like it was a bit clunky, especially the transition between the two. I was surprised by the 2-hour runtime. I will say it did feel like 2 hours. Probably could have been some scenes shaven off, especially what I was just talking about, that big block of the movie. Genuinely, for the most part, I thought this was a great little underdog movie that I don't think many people will get around to watching. So yeah, please check this one out if you haven't already, and I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Literally the only reason why I'm making this video is because I'm surprised by how much I enjoyed this film. If you'd like to see my short films, my channel is linked in the description below. There's some new stuff coming out this month and next month and the month after that, maybe, if I get around to it. Really appreciate it. My letterbox and stuff is down there as well. Thanks for watching this review. I appreciate you. Have a good day.